The views expressed on this channel are only a few of many possible ways to achieve your desired outcome. The suggestions present on this channel are not one size fits all. So, let's begin. All right, I will be showing you guys how to do your manifestation journal or your shifting journal, whichever it is. So at this point, we've already made 2 journals. We've made the shadow work and we've made the the money journal. I'm a little bit tongue tied. You're gonna have to forgive that. I've been filming a lot today. So here's how you make a copy. Now I explained it to you before, but here's just like the visual. You just click those 3 dots and click make a copy. And then it says it's a copy. So you open up that copy. Oops, hold on. Let me zoom out. So you're gonna come up here. So you see this little, this lets you know that something's been saved, by the way. It auto saves. Canva auto saves. So you want to come over here and change the name of this to, oh, you want to change it to the manifestation journal. So we already have a journal made, so we're just going to be customizing this. If you want to know how we made this first journal, you will have to go to the shadow work journal making, because we made the shadow work journal first. This is the wealth journal. This is just a customized version of the shadow work journal. And the manifestation journal is going to be a customized version of the wealth journal. So you want to go to the very first guy. That's a shadow work journal. We do it step by step together, and it should look kind of like this. Yours might be a little bit different because I said it doesn't matter where you have the assets on the page as long as you have all of them. So you might have this box over here and these faces up here, but it is what it is, right? Also, I told you how to use Canva, so I'm probably gonna go less slow on this one because at this point I've already told you how to enable the guidelines, how to get these, which you go under file, and then and I've already told you how to get these assets. So we're gonna go a little bit faster. I don't like these little dots. I just put them on here. I'm not crazy about them. You put whatever. I showed you how to make these words round. It's under effects up here. And you come down to none or curve. See how when I hit none, it goes straight. Curve, it curves. And then you can like mess with the circle. It's up to you. So I think I'll do none for this one. I kind of want to keep all my journals looking the same, but I'm going to make them look a little bit different so you can see the possibilities. So this should be your name or whatever name you want to go by. It doesn't have to be like your government. We're not really. So this is going to be my, I'm going to shrink it. And even if you don't really need to follow the walkthrough with us, you might be someone who likes parallel play, which is where you just genuinely enjoy working at the same time someone else is. So now's your time to make your manifestation journal. And if you already know how you want to customize all these pages, then you go ahead and get your color scheme going, and you go ahead down there and do that. But for those of you who want to walk through, let's go. So do I want to change my font? No. We found a really cute font last time called Jua. It's so cute. You know, I might use it. It's gonna look different from all my other ones, but oh, I like Deco too, Dekko. I think we'll do Jua, right? But that would mean I have to go through and do all my and change all my font, and that might take too much time. Uh, oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna keep mine tan pearl. I'm sorry, because I just realized I would have to go through and change every single one of these. And to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I don't feel like doing it. I'm gonna come to elements, and I'm going to type in. I have no idea what I want to do. Like I'm making this on the fly. So usually we go to graphics. Today we might go to photos. You know what? I might type in clouds. That's pretty. You can use anything like this, but anything with a crown you have to pay for. So I might do this. These clouds. I already showed you how to edit. So you kind of gotta do what's good for you. I really don't. This is so cute. Ooh. Okay. This too. That's my one beef with Canva. I wish Canva had a color picker so bad. Which I guess technically I could open this picture up. I could like save and download this picture and open this up in an app with a color picker. But I'm really not trying to do all that right now. Let's be real. Like, I'm not trying to be lazy with my manifestation, but I'm not trying to do all that. I just want it to match. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna finesse it. I'm gonna finesse so bad if I can't get it to match. That is not. Uh, oh, hold on. Like, look, I went through all that time making that one just to like this one more. There's nothing wrong with backtracking. There's nothing wrong with it. I want kind of a dreamy feel for the manifestation journal. All the other ones feel very severe, which I'm okay with. They feel very like official. Ooh, ooh. And if you see me moving these sliders on the side, and if you think I know what I'm doing when I do these, I don't. I just I just move them and see what happens. But at the same time, I've been using this software for like years now. So it's kind of like intuitive. It's second nature to me. I've just been using it so long. But no, I usually just grab the slider and move it to see what will happen. I'm trying not to be a stickler because if I make this by myself, I really take my time. But when I'm doing a tutorial, I kind of want to go a little bit slower for the people who want like a side by side thing, but I go faster for a little bit faster for the people who might think it's too slow. And by the way, I've already taught you this, but in case if you have a picture and it's like covering up some of your assets, all you have to do is send it to back. So you right click, layer, and then send to back. As you can see, it has hotkeys, so Control Alt open bracket. That's why you hear me like match like crazy, because I'm I'm hitting the hotkeys. I'm hitting the hotkeys. Zoom out. Yeah, I'm hitting the hotkeys like crazy. And you can turn on music. I had an idea to have music playing, but we might not like the same type of music, so we just gotta live with that. You know what? I'll turn the music down for me so you can't hear it, but I'm gonna listen to some music. Open up if you're watching this on YouTube. Open up your Spotify. Oops. Yeah, I'm listening to Hyphen. I'm listening to Hyphen, so don't even just. You're gonna if you're in Hyphen, let me know. Maybe I'll play Hyphen next time we make something. But I'm listening to Hyphen, so don't talk to me about it. Leave me alone. uh, I think I want to get rid of these branches and replace them with stars. And remember, there's like multiple categories of things, right? You always see me just use like shapes or graphics. Just because I wanted to start easy for you. This is not a design course. If Jesus, I have so many courses, but if you want a design course, we'll open up a design course and really break down how to make some advanced, which is how I made these. So if you want your background to be like space, like you can make this like black. and then kind of make this space picture kind of like I'll send it. And I'll actually rotate it. So I'm gonna grab this circle here, rotate it. So that's kind of like you could, and I don't want the space picture. Ooh, but I'm showing you like things you could do, right? So you could, if you turn the saturation all the way down, that's how you grayscale any image or anything that you're, you know, I can kind of mess with this, right? A little bit. Get it looking real like crazy. And then I could like make it then I would do like sparkles or something. Oh yeah, you can put gifs or gifs, whatever you want to call it. You can put them on there and make them look like little stars shiny. Like you make them tiny enough, like they're sparkling. Then you just duplicate them and move them around. Um, look, this is so cute. Look, you can have this little. You know, you can delete these branches. I say you know a lot, but you're just gonna have to let that go. I'm trying to let it go too, but you're gonna have to let it go. uh, So how cute is that? And then there's always magic recommendations. So it's like if you click on something and you pick something, it'll always recommend like similar things in case you're interested. So here's like some bubbles, which I don't know. Like we got a big kind of hook looking. Yeah. Or you can make this like bigger. Oh, it's kind of pretty. I kind of don't want to make it transparent. I kind of want to keep it like solid. Like that's very pretty. Like if you want to make yours look like this, you can. I'm kind of dedicated to my original clouds. But I'm just showing you like the possibilities are endless. And that's why I keep saying our journals do not have to look similar. They can look very different. You can have your name up here and you can have this part down here. It's up to you. It's all up to you. You know what? I'm opening YouTube in another tab so I can listen to more in hyping. But hopefully you are listening to uh whatever you want to listen to. I'm sorry, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very good mood today. I'm a little bit tired, which is why I sound like this, but I'm in a good mood. Another thing you can do is you can do border. You just have to make sure the border fits the dimension of what you've got. Yeah, ooh, see the rectangle doesn't fit my dimensions. But I can get real cute with it, right? Probably, I don't know. Can I finesse this? Can I finesse it? Can I finesse it if I do something like this? I mean, I guess I could. Nah, it's not it. It's not it. That is not it. That is not it. This would be cute if you had something like purple. Not for me though, but I just typed in border for this. But if you really want to customize your journal pages, you can also like I'm gonna hit Control C on this. It's not perfectly lined up, but you can like come to any of these pages and you can make this like you just gotta realize how you're gonna finesse it, but I don't know. It just needs to fit your dimensions. So maybe if you like if you wanted to put everything in this border, you would just have to shrink on your boxes. I mean, you would have less room to say what you want to say, but it would be there. And I'm really excited to see how everyone's journal changes as time progresses and they get more comfortable with design. Because there's a lot of people who I identify as artistic and creative. So even if my stuff doesn't look the best, I do identify as someone who can like sit down and really make things. But there are some people who say I'm not artistic at all. I don't know how to create anything, especially not from scratch. And you know, I just don't know where to start. I get overwhelmed because there are a lot of people who say that. And so I try to be like, well, just start here where I'm walking with you. And then as time goes on and you get a little more comfortable, just see where it leads you. Just see where it leads you. I'm going to make my own border. And I just imported a line, just like a basic line. And I try to get it straight. You can see if it's straight if you put it. See, it's not straight at all. Now I'll make it a little bit thicker. I'll make this about a 7. And that's how to make your own like basic border. And then you just duplicate it, drag it over, and you make your own basic border. I still don't think it's completely straight, but I can go in on my own and fix that. I don't even think they're completely even, but you know, just I want to keep mine simple. I am. You can go through and you can go through and make it as crazy or magical as you want. But I'm gonna move on to the next. So let me see how I want to do this. I might take this picture. Shoot, let me see. Let me hold on. Let me drag this over. I might take this picture. Delete these coins first. Delete this. Control V. I'm gonna send it all the way to the back. And then I'm gonna drop the transparency all the way down. So now it's kind of like a faint background. Like how cute is that, right? So you can do that for all. You have to send it to the back each and every time. But that's on you. And so this transparency is on 27. So if I want to click each of these pages and then type in 27, I can. Or what I could do that would be even faster is copy this. Oh, it's already dim. Yay, okay. Paste it. You know what? Dreams do come true. And I'll adjust it later to see if the text is super legible. But in the meantime, I'm just dropping this on every single page. So I'm just gonna change it. You can change it to whatever. It's a manifestation journal, so you can just put manifestation work or whatever You could put weekly magic work. I don't know. But I'm just, whatever you put, I'm just gonna copy it, hit Control C or right click copy, and Control C. I'm actually gonna keep this the same. I'm gonna keep the tracker the same. But send that picture to the back. Delete. Ah, shoot, I forgot. My journal pages are the title on the journal pages are always just a little bit smaller. Weekly. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, I've been like typing and talking all day. I'm I'm getting tongue tied. The font on all of these pages is very big. It's at a 39.8, but every journal page is smaller font. It's 30 and it's kind of squeezed into this corner just to be aligned. That's why you can copy and paste on every page by the journal pages. The journal pages have to have their own special thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste that. Remember, you have to send this picture to the back. This cloud picture, you have to send it to the back. So you either right click layer, send to back, or you hit Control Alt open bracket over and over again. Or my bad, it's send backwards. Oh, you want to send backwards. Send it back, banishes it to the shadow realm and sends it all the way to the back. You want to send backwards. My bad. You want to send backward. It gets absolutely banished to the shadow realm if you send it back. You just send it backwards. All right. And let me see. What else? Since I'm working my way back up, I'll also do this. I'll click journal, and since I have like a kind of dreamy color scheme, I think I'll do like a pink. I want to be slightly darker, pink purple. So you want to do change all. So let me show you the bottom of the screen. Oof. Oof. So you see where it says change all in purple? You know, I want to do this pink here. I want to do, ooh, oh, stop. Control Z, undo. I want to show you. So I want to do like this pink, but a slightly darker one so it stands out more, but I don't want this pink. This is like a pink, like a dusky mauve, and this is kind of like a more purple pink. So I'm gonna click that. Then I'm gonna hit change all that where this purple is. So so all of these now changed. All of these on all of these pages has changed. Good for us, right? But I want to make it a little bit darker. So I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click add new color. Oh, you can't see. I always have to make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna click add new color. I'm gonna drag this down just a little bit. And I'm looking over here to see how dark it is. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna come back down to the bottom purple here where it says change all, change all. There we go. Let me zoom out. So I don't want this green background anymore. I gotta keep sending this to the back. I don't want this green background anymore. I'm gonna click it. Oops. I deleted my clouds. Like I said, my clouds further back. Delete. Oh, you know what? This is what you can do. Sometimes we have difficulty. The best thing you can do. Let me see. Click your clouds or whatever picture this is. Could be the space one. Click your clouds and hit Control X. Click your green. Delete it. Now hit Control V. And that puts it back on the page. Oh, you could keep it like this. I'm gonna do a little something special. So I'm gonna Control X. I'm gonna click on this like tan space. I'm gonna make it like a darker purple. And then I'm gonna hit Control V. I'm not crazy about it. I'm really not crazy about it. I might do something special. Let's see. Yeah, I think I actually like that more. So I'll tell you what I did. Tell you what I did. I'll walk you through it, right? So I'm clicking on my clouds picture. I'm gonna, first of all, hold on. You can't see everything I'm doing. It's hard explaining. It's hard explaining all of this sometimes. It is. Because I'm so used to doing it quickly by myself. So I'm gonna zoom out, right? I am going to click on my clouds picture. Come up to transparency. Remember how we made it 27 so it's kind of see-through? We're gonna bring it all the way up to 100. So it is no longer see-through. We're gonna click it. We're gonna Control X. We're gonna click this purple. We are going to make the purple, well, I'm gonna make it pink. And you could keep it like this, but then I'm going to hit Control V. Click my clouds, and I'm gonna drag this down to about a 60. I'll keep it at 51. Then I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna send backwards. So I'm gonna do this Control open bracket, but I can also, click it several times. It's just quicker to do Control open bracket. But I think I want this page to stay white, basically. This is not design class. I said I wasn't gonna do any like advanced tactics. But shoot. I'm gonna duplicate and click my clouds. I'm gonna duplicate them and make sure it's lined up the exact same way. Well, you know what? If you want to figure out how to do what I'm doing, you're gonna have to either follow me or go to the design class because like, the point of this is to make the journal, not teach you advanced tactics right now. We're not doing advanced tactics. We need to focus. We must stay focused. And so I don't have to do that like 5,000 more times. How many of these do we have? How many? We should have 4 journal pages because if we do this every week and there's about 4 weeks in a month, I'm a little bit stuffy. I'm just gonna make 4 of them. This page 4 times. So this is page 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna change the names of the page. So this is Shadowwork. So this is Manifestation Journal week 4. This is a journal. So this is week 4. I'm so goofy. Let me show you what you can do that's faster. I'm a little off today. It's because I'm trying to like do a combination of go fast like I normally do and then also like pause to explain. Quickest thing you could do. This will be week 1. And then now when you duplicate it, it'll already have that title. So all you have to do is just change it to it too. Look, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. We're learning on the fly. I mean, you could go through and change them all manually, but this is just a quick way. All right. So now that I have all 4 weeks, I'm going to come up to these journal pages and delete them. You just hit the little trash can. These are a lot of these are already filled in is because I'm making this manifestation journal after doing the shadow work homework in that one video. You probably saw it, maybe, or you at least saw the thumbnail if you didn't watch it. And after we did our money homework together. So I filled them out alongside with you. So mine are already filled out. But now we're going to take our journal pages and we're going to send them up to the top. Oops, we went too high. So the way it should go is you should have like the homework page, the reflection page. See how this says reflection? So you should have the homework page, reflection, and then the journal. So homework, reflection, and then here's where journal page would go. So I'm gonna mute for a little bit and get my pages organized. You I don't know what you're doing at this point. But you just continue making your journal, and then we're gonna turn all these pages back into a blank slate. So we're gonna turn all these pages back into a blank. You know what? In the back. Now we can banish it to the shadow realm. Click it. Send all the way to the back. There we go. So I'm gonna go through, send this picture all the way to the back. Cause you see, because it's on top of everything, and the only reason you can't tell it's on top of everything is because I have a transparent. When I make it not transparent, you can see that the picture is literally on top of everything. And this is why I have to send it to the back. I have to put it behind every single thing on the page. For those of you unfamiliar with like design, right? That's what's happening. Those of you that know, just let it go. Some people don't understand what's going on. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna mute and do this. And just go through all these pages and do that. All right, there we go. So if you need more time, definitely take your time. I went through and kind of customized everything. I added the word homework on the homework page just because it just never crossed my mind to do that. And I kind of like the way it looks. So, oops. We're gonna make this all back to default. So we're gonna make it the white center. Oh, you know what? I want to make them all default like this star. So I'm gonna click this star. I'm gonna click on the paintbrush. You are familiar with the paintbrush at this point. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna turn all of this text back to NA. NA. And I'm hitting Control A to select it all. So double click, Control A, in/A. Double click, Control A, in/A. Double click, Control A, in/A. Easy. I want to make these faces back unselected again. So I'm going to click on a blank one. Click on the paintbrush roller. Turn them back default. All right. I'm gonna make this. I'll make it a little bit lighter pink. And then we'll make this. What color is this? Copy that color. I'm gonna make this color. Control V, I'm just pasting it. Change all. I'm gonna make this dark pink. All right. Maybe I'll make this like white. Maybe I'll make it purple, whatever. Okay. So these are left over from the money class, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is where you would do your affirmations page. This is my Uh, you don't even have to write it like this. You don't even have to have it centered. You can have it left, line left or right. Uh, it's whatever makes you feel good. You don't even have to hereby declare. You don't have to. Just whatever makes you feel good and whatever makes you feel like kind of magical and powerful and whatever. I like to add a little flair of making the last word very bright. You can do that too if you want. Um, I cannot come up with an affirmations page off the dome right now, but you can look some up and put them here, or you can come up with your own and put them here. Whatever makes you feel good to begin your journey, whatever makes you really excited. So you got the really cool cover of your dreams. Whatever notebook cover of your dreams. Like if you could buy one in the store and it looked perfect, this is what you would buy. You have your name there. You have your affirmations page. We're gonna come back to this like later. Uh, you have yours should be blank. Mine only looks like this because, or yours might not be blank, but mine only looks like this because I'm coming after doing the homework assignments and filling them out with you. But here's how to make your journal. We'll probably be doing some homework in this journal very soon. So after you watch the first lecture on manifestation, you can have this journal open at the same time, typing in it. Here's where you would put your key points that you learned during the lecture. Here's where you would put like homework that gets assigned, how how you feel, thoughts and feelings, notes. And the reason we have NA is that so that your text is ready to go, right? And you can go ahead and take notes, because if that text was not there, you would, be like clicking, oh my God, I got put words. That's a good point. You're pausing the YouTube video. No, we put NA. So whenever you're ready to go, it is ready to go. And we shrink each text to be the size of the box, to be the exact size of the box that we're trying to fill. And as you type, it'll naturally just go down and fill in that height. So we're gonna probably keep it the same. Top 3 things I learned most abundant I felt this week. Ways I felt. As we go, if we need to customize anything for manifestation, we'll probably add that. But for the time being, I'm really liking the way it looks. Keep this page up here that says manifestation tracker. That's why we're making this after the money journal. So you already have this chart made, which I showed you how to make this chart. You already have your chart made, and yours is whatever color, whatever font, whatever text. But you just need to have a chart with like dates. You do not need these dates. These are dates I just filled in willy-nilly. You do not need these specific dates. But you just need to have a column for dates. You need to have a column for assignment. You need to have a column for category and a column for amounts. You can have nothing in these. It doesn't need to look just like this as long as you just have these columns. But if you made it alongside with this, then you know what I'm talking about. We can go ahead and fill in a goal early, right? So we're going to be talking about different manifestations you want. They don't all have to have a dollar amount, but say they do have a dollar amount, you would put that here. So you would say something like August, today's the 5th, so I'll put August 7th. The homework was to, what's the smallest thing you're manifesting right now? Which, for you, it could be lunch for the day. Like you want a double cheeseburger for the day. Which this is not an actual assignment. I'm just giving you an example. You would have to play with the text to make it smaller. So if yours is lunch, so the smallest thing you're manifesting is lunch. Or maybe you look down at your shirt and you saw a hole in it and you're manifesting like the same shirt, just a brand new version without the hole. Which is totally not a personal anecdote. It's totally not personal. It is. So you would put shirts, or you would put lunch. And how much would your lunch be? Your lunch would be depending if you go pick it up or depending if you order it, I don't know, $20, right? Um, and tracking your manifestations small and big, and then even like small wins and desires, and then logging when you get them and how you get them is always like a very interesting journey, because you will get stuff in the strangest ways, but because you're not logging it, you're not keeping track of how abundant you actually are and how creative and resourceful and talented you are. uh so like if you get assignments, like what's the smallest thing you're manifesting? It could be lunch, $20. And then it could be, and you have to play with the font. What's the biggest thing I'm manifesting? For you, it could be a house, it could be a car, right? So, you would then look up the car you want. Do you want a brand new version? Do you want to use one? Is it 80,000? Do you want like I don't know how much a Maserati is. I have no idea how much a Maserati is. Or a Bugatti or a Audi or a Tesla. Whatever the number is. So I'm a little bit stuffy. So the small thing would be like lunch, $20 on August 7th. That's what you wanted. August 7th, the biggest thing you're thinking about is a car, and it's 1 million. And then we go through with the rest of the project, right? I'm not going to spoil any projects early because we're not there yet. We're just on the first lesson. But that's kind of why we have this chart, if you want to understand why we have this. So some of the goals might be, you don't have to fill this in ahead of time, but anytime a goal of my manifestation chart, like the goal of this chart, pops up to me, I fill it in. So one of my goals might be to, you see how fast I actually manifest. So if August 7th, I wanted like a cheeseburger or something, it's about $20. I'll go about my week or month and see how, when's the next time I get my cheeseburger, whether I buy it myself or whether I get gifted a cheeseburger or something like that, right? Uh, because either way, you have met that goal. Uh, and and understand the speed behind my manifestations. So a lot of people say, well, clearly the smaller thing you want, you manifest faster, and the bigger thing you want, you manifest slower because it's bigger. That's not always the case. That's not always the key. We went through in the reality shifting course an example about how just baking a simple cake has at least like 8 people and 8 timelines and 8 paths, or like 6 or however many people was involved. And you can go back to the reality shifting lesson number 1 to check that out. But bigger manifestations might include more people and more pathways and timelines intersecting, but not so much. It could be your belief system. So because you believe it is easier to get a cheeseburger than a car, which to some people you might say, well, duh. But you ask like a very wealthy rich person. Like, I mean, like balls to the wall wealthy. And like crazy wealthy. And then I would go, well, do you think it's easier to get a lunch or easier to get a car? And to them, there might be no difference. They're like, I snap and my personal assistant brings me my lunch. I snap and I'm the Prince of Dubai. If I want a car, I get a car. To them, there might be no difference at all. So sometimes speed is not a matter of how expensive or how big something is. Sometimes speed has to do with how many people involved. Sometimes speed does not have to do with how many people involved. Sometimes speed has to do with our own personal capabilities. Hopefully that small example helped. This is not a lesson. This is like a journal making. I'm stuffy, sorry. But this is just a lesson. This is not the lecture, so we're not gonna break it down too much, but you know what I mean. Uh pull this over just because it's bothering me. But we're gonna get into the exercises. We are. So don't even trip. Don't even trip. And then of course after we do the exercises, we would be talking about them on our journal pages. So if you've already seen the first manifestation video, congratulations. If you are watching this first to make your journal and then watch the lesson, good luck. After that, we'll be doing the homework, and I'll do the homework with you alongside you. So we will be filling out these pages together, just like we filled out the money pages and just like we filled out the shadow work pages. So don't even worry, I got you. We're gonna do some deep thinking. We're gonna do some deep diving, but it's gonna be light. We're not gonna go too heavy. Oh yeah, you want to go through and change all these titles. I didn't do that. You can, but and then you'd have to pull everything over. But so don't be afraid to really get in here, go crazy with the design. Hopefully you might be more comfortable with design since we've already done 2 journals at this point, and you might do something a little more, crazy. Like today we did like a picture instead of just solid color. Uh, I might change all of this gray to white so it really pops. Like how crazy is that? Like it is like super pops now. Uh, but you do you. So this is our journal. This is our manifestation journal. We have 3 journals down. So you can already fill in like reflection page 1, right? And things I accomplished this week. I made my manifestation journal. Or I got, ooh. You got your manifestation journal for free. So you have a really cute custom journal and you got it for free. Or maybe you are manifesting a journal. Maybe you saw other people with cute journals and you're like, oh, I can't wait till I can buy one. Or, oh, I can't wait till I can find the perfect one. And then, we made one together. So you manifested a journal and then, you kind of got to make one. That would be a way of manifesting kind of actively. As I said before, I don't use the term feminine and masculine energy just because I feel like both terms have a lot of baggage. And I feel like people misconstrue their definitions just so much. So I want to get away from those specific words. I use active and passive. Uh, so this would be an example of an active energy towards your manifestation, or you could say masculine energy, because you wanted something and you kind of waited to get it, but in the end you made it yourself. But you had a lot of fun doing it. So not active energy doesn't always have to be that struggle or that terrible time. You could play. Hopefully you played some music. Hopefully you had a couple laughs at me being awkward for this one. And you have something very beautiful as a result of your own effort, like direct effort, direct physical effort. So that would be like an example of a active energy, masculine energy, making a manifestation come true. You wanted a journal, you got the journal, and you got it because you made it. Passive would be like if you wanted a journal, you got the journal and you got it because someone like gifted it to you or they saw you looking at it and they bought it for you. Like that would be passive. So you got your manifestation journal if that's what you were going for. And I will catch you in the next lesson. I'm gonna go through and like clean this up a little bit. Like I already have to go through and change these titles. But I will catch you next time in the next lesson and when we do the homework. All right, bye.